come back some. There we go. Let's look how that looks. Pretty good. And what we need to do now is we've got to add some more cuts here. So we're pretty good like that. Top looks pretty good. Let's go to top view and see how we line up with the fender. Pretty good, but what we need to do is add a little bit. We take these and just go, well, we'll leave those where they are and just go a tad out. Just a tad. Same thing here. There we go, just a tad out. And same thing with this one. Just a tad out. Okay, there we go, that's a lot better. All right. Now we're ready to add this to, or do some more cuts on it, excuse me. We want to straighten this out a little bit. We want these to come down a little bit. We want more of a flat truck front end. There we go, that's pretty good. Do the same with this one. We want to straighten it out a little bit. There we go, and straighten that one out a little bit. There we go, let's check it out. A lot better. All right, now let's add some cuts. And we're going to go to the loop tool, the knife tool, or rather go to the knife tool to do some loop cuts. Okay, and this may be a test run, so what we're going to do is just go ahead and add that one and add that one. Okay, let's go over here and add the back one. There we go. And let's go ahead and add it to the hyper nub right in here and downsize that and see what kind of look we get. Okay, pretty good. Let's go to front view, which we'll have to switch to. It's reversed in this, so you'll actually have to go to the back view. There goes our front of our truck. And what we can do now is go ahead to edit, configure all, live action tool, select the background, edit, configure all, select the back, go here, and we want the back to the front of the truck, low poly again, which is right there. Click on it. Let's put it back in there. Downsize this so that we can see how we're doing. Now, looking at this, you can see that we're having a problem there. So let's go ahead and fix it now. And we're not going to change these. We're going to leave those because we've got them lined up correctly. But these need to be pulled up to match the truck. And if we had already add the edges to this, thickness to these edges, it would have been a lot harder to do this. So we're doing it now so that we don't have to do it later on that. So, and we're going to add a cut here that's going to help us fix this area right here, but we're going to leave it like that for right now because we're going to straighten it once we get another cut in here. And line it up so it looks pretty good. Do the same here. Okay, go to top view. And I'd go ahead and select all these right here and move them out so that they fit right there on the truck. And there we go. It's looking pretty good now. And that's good. All right. Now, I told you when we started it's going to be a little bit harder to do this one. And you can see it's doing it. Let's go back to points mode, which we're in already. Go back to the knife tool. And we're going to see how this works out here. We're going to add a cut here. Boom. And we want to go to the middle. And you just want to add one cut here, but a little bit further out. Say because we want to give it a little point to the truck. Okay. There we go. Now we've got that. There we go. That's pretty good right there. But we've got a problem right here, if you can see. So go to F2. We're going to fix it. And pull this out right here. And we want to actually pull these two out and bring them in closer to the truck. You can go down here if you want to. And over here, pull this one over this way. And now we're fitting a lot better to the truck. And this one right here. There we go. That's a lot better. Grab that one's going to have to come down. Go to front view. F4. And you can see you're going to have to bring it down where it matches the truck. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. And that one we're going to change, and that one we're going to change a little bit. So go back to top view, grab that one. And what this actually is doing is smoothing it out so that it fits. It actually kind of forms to this sloped area where it's more sloped to where it's more flat. So, and we're going to have to move that one down a little bit right here. Just a little bit so that it's more smooth. There we go. And I think we're good right there. There we go. And you can see it fits a lot better now in that spot, although this one can come down just a tad. There we go. And that one can come down a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. We have the hood basically done now. We can add the edges to it. And we want this little dip here, but we don't want that much on it. So let's fix this a little bit. Let's bring it up just a tad, a little bit. And that looks good. Looks good on the front. There we go. Now we're ready to put the edges on here. And from all the other ways we've done this, it should be pretty simple. Go to your line tool, loop selection where it does just the boundaries. Boom, select it. And then do extrude, just a little tiny bit. And scale tool, bring it in just a little bit. Make sure it did correct. Go to it. You may want to go ahead and turn off the hypernub so that you can see what you're doing, or you can leave it on either way. Now that looks pretty good. Okay, and do extrude one more time. And it virtually, you should just have to, should be able to just extrude it, not have to change which direction it's going. It should be pretty good. Okay, yep, there we go. All right, there we go. Now, we're going to have, when we tweak later on, we'll have to come back here and tweak this edge right here so that it fits in here a lot better with the fender if it causes problems. But there's our truck hood finish. So we want to go to F2, front view, and we'll go ahead and clean this one up real quick. Go back to points mode, your rectangle selection tool, delete this side, go back to F1, perspective view, then take this and just drag it down here to the symmetry items. So there we go. That's the hood finish. Let's go ahead and turn this on right here and show this right here. And this is what we have so far on the truck. So save it, and we're ready to start modeling the front end. And that'll be step 13.